So if I was to say, okay, I want to try one of these, and so we've got an hour left, and we're all going to try to create something.
Yeah.
For me, I'm looking at it and going, I could go with Plickers, because I don't always have enough devices for all my people. But I do have a couple of small grade 9 classes of 20 kids, 21 kids. I can get them all with a device.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm looking at the Socrative, and I'm thinking to myself, that's kind of neat, because it could be self-paced.
Yep.
It could be a formative, and then I may be able to transform that into a summative at some point and use it on the same platform. Is that, am I reading that right?
Yep.
Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, there are advantages and disadvantages to each one of these things.
Right.
For the Kahoot, I like Kahoot because it's a game and it gets kids excited. Google Forms, although it's easy for us, it's easy for teachers, you get them set up and you get things, it doesn't excite them the same way that the Kahoot does. Socrative, again, it's not, if you don't do the space race part, you don't have the kind of gaming part,
Right.
but it is really useful for kind of self-directed, a little bit more, organized and stuff like that. Kahoot is, it can be a little out of control, but it's formative assessment and it's fun, so it gives kids a little bit more, a little bit more excitement about learning. But certainly the other ones give us all sorts of good info as well. So, okay, well.
I think I also dropped the F-bomb at one point there, John. Make sure you have that
I tend to bring that up.
So I probably should go, if I'm starting fresh, and they're opening up these GNSPES for the Google Classroom, I probably should go set up an account that's separate from my
Gmail.
my personal Gmail,
Yeah.
and to do things through that. So if I go to, what was that site you had there, the Nova Scotia, was it Google Apps?
Oh, didn't you
For-
do the computer one? She set you up, didn't you?
No, I wasn't, I was doing this.
Okay.
Google Apps for Education, Nova Scotia, was that it?
I don't know if you can log right on, but if you went into your school, the board website, when you log on, the option's right there.
Yeah.
On the sign-in page.
So I mean, it's the same things that you have as before, right? But what it does is it allows for collaboration, right? So you can set up your Google Docs so more than one person can edit. If they're working in partners and you want them to make a PowerPoint, well, they can both work on it at the same time and it saves the changes. So that part can be really cool for collaboration, giving people feedback, editing papers, stuff like that. So it's a lot of options,
With
for
these
sure.
two options that I'm looking at, doing for the quiz that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Are the students able to, once they're finished it, re-access and print? That's something I don't want them to be able to do. I don't want them to be able to print off the assessment at all.
In Socrative, you wouldn't be able to do that. Only you get the results.
Google might be a problem.
You could send them the results. You can email them the results.
I just, yeah, if they got to email the results, but the answers and stuff like that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So they get the percentage, because then I can record it. As long
And the
as
same
they
thing with
can't
Google.
print.
If you make a Google form, you get the answers, and then you can email them their results.
And as long as they can't print the screen, sort of a thing, you know what I mean?
You mean, can they do a print screens and save that?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
In most of the stuff in Google, you can write like that. Although, maybe if you go into the education side, it might change.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. That's a good question.
There's a lot of stuff in PowerSchool you can't print.
Yeah. Again, if you want, like, I'll share this resource is there for people. Like, I just put this page together. It's got, I've subscribed to a few of these YouTube channels because videos keep popping up. My prof's been sending me things. You talk about scanning. Well, you know what? All those documents you have in Google Apps, you can scan them. It's going to read. It'll even read cursive writing as long as it's not too messy, and you can computerize that from there. So, and then you can turn it into something, right? So there's options out there. But like I said, I put in little videos for all of these things, so you can go in and start getting a basic understanding of these, and
You're going to send us that, right?
I will send you that link for sure. And that's just on my website. If you search Mr. Stockdale Google site, it'll come up, and then click on the Resource Depot, and that's all. It's all the stuff that we were talking about today. And I did put together this other one here, other apps, because there's so many out there. You might find one that works way better. And this one I put in basically like the top 50 apps that are kind of out there, right? And put them all in one place, and you can just click on any of these. So if you want to check out Nearpod, boom, it's right there. You can check it out, right? So they're all right there.
So I made a quiz, now what?
Okay, what do you want to give it to us?
I have no idea how to do it. I'm stuck on demo class, and I can only see my. No, I don't want to give it to you. I just want to know how to get it out there.
Okay, so that is a. Where did you make it?
Oh, I didn't have a clicker, so I didn't have the technology.
Okay, so you got to put in a roster. You got to add a class, right?
This is the screen I have. Demo class, my classes. Oops. Yeah, it's not right.
So you should be able to somewhere add a roster. I'm just I've got about 100 sites open here.
And I'm going to get everything you have. So that could just be a function of the iPad. But once I've logged into GNSPES, I'm logged into Google, but I can't use GNSPES to log in through
He
Google.
seems to have access to all of
But I had to log into GNSPES first,
Mm-hmm.
then open
Then I
up
went
on
to
Google, and then Google gave me everything.
Okay.
But I couldn't do the opposite. I couldn't use my GNSPES to
So
log in.
and there you go. Once you get a classroom set up, then you can build your forms. You can share your forms
Yep.
through your classroom and
Mhm.
get people to take quizzes that way. Like I said, if you have another place, like you can want to create a website like I did, you can post those and just with a little link on your, put a link to your Google form. You can share that in a bunch of different ways. You've got sharing privileges.
Yep.
So you can share it with anyone who has the link. You can share it just publicly. You can share it and allow certain people to edit. Like there's a bunch of different settings.
That's David Knight right there.
them. I'm just thinking, I think Wayne said this way, crystallizing things here. It's like, well, if we're gonna do anything going forward, why would
Yeah.
I'm not saying not to use these other things, but
Yeah.
why not focus on Google Apps then?
I mean, the forms thing is great. There's no question. There's constantly more stuff being added to Google Forms.
Yep.
But I mean, the other ones do have the gaming aspect, right? Which Google Form right now doesn't seem to have.
See, I think one of the, in Wayne, in their crew, might be more interested in do something with the gaming component, right?
Yeah.
Is there any way we can have the union meeting before 3?
Have the what?
That union meeting before 3?
The answer would be 00011.
This
We're gonna try, John.
This is a multiple choice that.
We're gonna John's put together.
Worst case scenario for everyone.
I like that.
John's put together a little clicker, so once he gets logged in and
I
he's
remember
going to
that.
attempt to do that, I'm going to hand out your cards based on the roster that he created.
I don't think I got full recognition for that.
You did, I love
That
it.
was good. That was my best one of the day.
You should have
For the record, there are 3 John Choice names.
one that matters.
All right, Chris is 1.
Okay. So did someone not return one of the cards from earlier?
Oh my goodness.
Because I'm missing number 2.
I watch out for Shep.
I was number 4.
He's a
Bruce
Dartmouth
automatically
boy.
loses.
He's a Dartmouth boy.
I gave it right back. No, it had nothing to do with it. Here you go.
Sequentially ordered.
It's right over there. I think it was Mr. Choice.
Oh, it could have been. Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Ah, yeah. The irony is
Number
not
two.
lost
Who
on
was
us.
number 2, Bruce?
Yes.
Bruce found it.
Wayne's 3.
Wayne's 3.
Jeff's
I still haven't figured out.
Ian's 5.
Great.
Okay.
Forget, order Mark.
You find your ABC. And then hold
So
her.
you want the answer?
This would be John.
Oh, I didn't saw that first.
Oh yeah, that was left from Beth. She thought
Because
that
once
was.
you've created a class, right, he's created this class, it assigns you a number, so you're always that number from there on, right?
Forever.
So that the class, they will know what number they are every time, so they'll come in and get their card, right? So it doesn't, you don't have to reassign them every time, right? They know their numbers after a little while, and it's just that you created it, so for the first time. So now we need to know And what did I do with my card?
Chef, you can just give these to your kids and keep them in their binders and they'll bring them with them every day.
Number one.
Yes.
So they can use them any day they
Okay.
can.
Now what?
So now you run from your, from here.
Oh, from here now?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
all goes from there.
So I click on the first question.
Have we done the tape one?
All right, you guys ready?
Oh,
So we'll go to live view here.
oh, right, live view.
Okay.
So when
You get this, the ABCD thing?
Well, I know now which one's A, B. I spent the last class looking, trying to figure out how to get a B out of it.
Okay.
So,
Oh, and the first one's already got a bad thing in it.
so which of the following
Are not,
are not?
not,
Okay.
Are not
not,
biological hazards.
yeah, not.
Okay.
Which of the following?
So now you gotta
Are
scan
not.
us.
Typo.
Suppose I should wear a suit.
Wayne's got.
You got your finger in front of it. It might not
Oh.
read it. That's another little tricky thing here.
Oh, you see, they're actually just looking for the little,
So we know now that that everyone's done it, right? But you
Right.
can see it on your screen, right?
Yeah.
You saw them popping up,
Yeah.
and you saw it in red and green, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I
So-
need a check mark?
So yeah, all the check marks are there, so we've all,
Yeah.
you've recorded them all.
So if you want, you can tell us what the answer was.
Okay, we go.
When the question's right, how do I do that?
Okay, well, you just tell us what it was.
Oh,
if we want, we
well,
can
spam,
reveal the
right?
answer.
Reveal,
Bam.
can you do the reveal answer?
I don't know where that is.
So right here on, not on your screen, but on
Oh.
this one here, if you wanted to reveal the answer, so we all got it right,
Yeah.
okay? So we can hide those answers, or you can just tell us that it was D, right? We'll know
Right.
if we got it right.
Oh, okay, because I didn't
Okay.
set that up.
So which is not part of the
Let's hear that. Oh, it's got some distance to her, what?
I thought I said multiple one. We're getting this.
I am videoing
Oh,
it.
you are? So what did John?
Oh.
Yeah, edit that out.
So now I've recorded them all. I can
Okay.
hit a check mark or a graph sign.
Hit the check mark.
Hit the check
Yeah.
mark.
So that'll take you to your next question. So if you want, you can tell us what the answer was again, or we can show them. Show how the class did.
Oh, okay. That's what you're clicking from there, yes?
Yeah.
The right answer was?
D. Again.
Can you unclick that first time?
Bruce got it wrong.
Yeah, but it showed everybody is, didn't it show? Oh.
Everybody is answered, I think,
Yeah.
not everybody is right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I thought
Right.
yours, Chris,
I thought-
showed.
Yeah, I might have did, right?
Show
So
us.
let's. So we can hide that panel.
Oh,
Show
okay.
the panel here. Hide answers, reveal answers. Okay, well, we're on a new question here, so.
Sorry.
And you can click it onto full screen, right?
Yeah.
So you have a.
So this is an unfair question for you guys, but it would be appropriate
Which
to
is not a sphere of the
the 10-minute question design. Oh, I have to scan.
So you can see the answers going up there,
Right.
right? Because I didn't hide them.
God doesn't record facial expression.
Okay,
So what we studied, because it's a poorly worded question, right? The Global Geo kids.
so reveal answer.
So you've got to tell
Oh,
us
I
what
see.
you have to tell.
But for some reason, it's showing the same color
Yeah.
for all of them, no matter whether it's right or wrong.
I thought in mine it didn't, right? It-
I
Yeah.
thought, no, it did, yours showed a differential
Yeah.
between correct and
Yeah,
incorrect.
I'm not sure why
It
it's
must
doing
be
that.
something, I
Yeah.
wonder because I set it up through the mobile one, right?
It could be.
Remember that app one?
Yeah.
See, so the kids would be, no, with file fear.
But you can talk about it, right? You can talk about the answer. Say the answer was D, right? And here's why, and you can go through that. You know, in some ways this is actually nicer because it doesn't show like X's and
Yeah.
check marks and
Right.
stuff like that.
Because it should have been hemisphere, based
Yeah.
upon what we were studying, but. So,
Yeah, it's sometimes contact with you.
well, poorly worded question if it wasn't for the kids, right?
Which is not considered
Oh, geological hazard. Geological hazard.
Which I argue with, but Trites and the boys say geological. the answer being tornado, right? See? This must be because I've done it here, or created it on the app.
Yeah,
Because
I'm not
you're-
sure. Again, there's sometimes a little glitchy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
These things
yeah,
are a little
this is
glitchy, there's
Is
no
it
question
possible-
about it.
Is it possible that you're doing it on the app that your answers didn't take for some reason?
Oh, did you click the boxes? There's
I-
boxes to click. So we'll go back in and we'll
Yeah,
look.
yeah.
You
Oh,
may
it's
not
good.
have clicked the correct answer box. So if you don't,
No, I did not. Everyone's right.
okay,
Everyone gets 100.
Right, good job, chef.
it is formative assessment, guys.
And apparently,
So that's why,
I'm a
okay?
very good teacher.
So if you have to go and you actually have to click the right answer
So
box.
the
But you know, that's not a bad way to do it though, because this way, again, you don't see the negatives, right? People don't necessarily have to worry about their answer being wrong right away, right? You don't get that visual. So you're not getting right answers either on your thing? So you're not getting them either. So yeah, you didn't click the box.
I didn't click the
Yeah.
box.
So that would make it hard to collect. The data will record, but it won't tell you whether people were right or wrong. So you'd have to then mark
I
it.
didn't. Oh, cool.
So you'd have to mark it, set up an email, and you can edit those questions and you can change that, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, I did not click that box. I don't even remember seeing it.
Okay, well, we'll look at that right
But
afterwards.
it'd be interesting for me to look at it through the PC as opposed to the app.
Yeah,
Because it seemed to be quite different.
yeah, you don't have as many options to the app, I don't think.
Oops. I just almost cleared everyone's questions.
So is that clickers.com?
Yeah.
Clickers.com, yeah.
Oh, did you want me to do this?
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Now I want to figure out how to fix it.
Can you do the,
Composed of the Earth's crust.
not this dependent.
Which sphere is composed of the Earth's crust?
So I need to sign up.
We'll see, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Then
on
you,
scanning right now,
Uh,
and he actually is the one who's in control. I'm just gonna record Chris's answer.
Oh, so.
No, that's all right. We're all playing now. Oh, this just showed me who answered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does show you who hasn't answered yet. So yes.
Yeah, Bruce and Ian, yeah.
So you can see up there too that they haven't answered.
Mm-hmm.
So you know who to, in a big class, you might have to get them to hold it up higher, to move it over because it's behind someone's head. Sometimes
Right.
they've got their finger over the card. Those are all problems, right?
Answer this one right for me, Chris.
Which of the following is not a cycle of the biosphere?
Oh, all of a sudden Bruce is trying to get back in the game. Wow, that recorded him from over here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was wondering.
Now I'm really playing.
Who's got
Yeah,
card number
that-
one?
Me.
And then-
Yes, I have card number one.
Cool, thanks guys.
Thank you, Mr. Joyce.
All right.
Who's got-
So do
who's
you
got
want to exit and see what it looks like up here? So what you
Sure, yeah.
So let's go
So-
exit. So let's go back to change the questions below by opening one of Clicker's mobile apps. Okay. So let's go back to library. Let's go back to mobile uploads. Then from here, so if you made a mistake in a question, you can go to edit. So you can see
I never
the
checked that
correct
box.
box wasn't ticked, so that one was famine, right? So we'll click that. So when people do that again, you save it. From there,
okay.
you can also add pictures in here, right? So there's an image upload, right? So we can cancel that because we didn't do anything.
Mhm.
So we can go in and we can fix all those right now. Edit questions. So this one was tornado.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Where did those go? Oh, they're down here. Okay. What's going on here? What? Why are they moving around on here?
No.
So, this one?
Yes. Bruce's answer.
Being weird.
Remember initially
so
it was
there
entered
too.
twice?
Yeah. I don't know why it's saying that. I'll put it here. Other questions? What's carbon cycle rate?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide?
Yeah.
Wayne, did you just get an email from Krista Lindsay,
Who's Krista Lindsay?
the lady from the automotive sector?
Okay,
What?
Spheres is which one is it?
Litho?
I'll get that Tuesday. And as a side note,
This is a union?
I'm
Job.
kidding you. When I worked at Volkswagen, a normal day was 12 to 16 hours. I went home one day at 2 o'clock, told my staff I was gone, but didn't tell the GM. And the big boss came looking for me, and he flipped out, sent me an email. Why did you leave early without telling me? You realize you're supposed to be here at 5? So I sent it back and copied the boss. Can you please tell me what my regular hours of work are? That was the end of the conversation.
So, anyways, we got yours all fixed up, so
Yeah,
there we go.
got it.
So let's get answers now.
Cool.
I'm setting up a little quick true-false one, if you can try that.
Yeah.
But I don't have my own iPad.
Well,
You
what,
can use mine.
yeah, all you gotta
Because
do
I've
is,
got the app there, so
so
you
what
just
I'll
log
do
in.
is
It's the same.
I'll sign him out.
Did you click the box?
Yeah.
Please. Choice Nets games are all about mind games.
Yes.
So I wonder if that recorded your data out of the correct answers there after the fact. I'm gonna go find out later.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if it would redo it. I mean,
I like Kahoot personally. Love the way that's set
yeah.
up. But
That to me
but
right
for my
now,
local geo guys to
because you have so
35,
many. Yeah,
maybe this is actually more
it's
effective.
a challenge to
in a way.
get 35 in without bringing your own device. There's
Yeah,
no question.
yeah,
The data you get from Plickers is not as good as the data you get from
yeah, exactly.
Kahoot.
Yeah.
So that's part of the issue, right? So I mean, you got to find what works for you. That's what it is. Like
Yeah.
there's 50 other apps out there that you can try. I mean, I put them all on that website, so sometimes just click on one. Like if you know you want to do exit ticket stuff, well, you just want to do like a little blurb of what they know. Well, there's today's meet, there's exit ticket. You could use the Google form, like I've said on my contact thing. There's a bunch of different options for those types of things. The games, I'm sure there are other ones. There's ones that you can do with smart boards and things like that. So there's a bunch of different stuff out there. And you know what? It's not there now. If you're looking for something, it'll probably be there in a few weeks, right?
I think maybe we should get in on the app design to make something just that does exactly what we want it to do.
We have, is there an assembly in the gym, 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
I just thought of that.
Not a gym, but I mean.
Maybe, I call it gym,
We're getting our contract offer.
but they already did the offer on the news.
Maybe come.
I'm gonna turn this one off. We don't want to talk about shop talk here on my.
That's number one.
Okay, so we're gonna Bruce got one here. We're gonna distribute
Number
those.
one.
So
Number two is John. Number 3 is Wayne. 4 is Ian, and
2 and
5 is the chef.
Why am I
There's
the last
one.
one?
That's
Yeah.
3.
How come I don't have a name?
Oh,
Why do I just have a title? Why can't I just be Craig?
Because you're that formal. You're the
I
guy
didn't
with
even
the
know what your
title.
name was anymore.
I know you, Craig.
You're kind of like a legend,
Right, John?
okay, so what I got?
You're kind of like it's like
We're not
Ronaldo.
recording, bud. Careful.
Oh. Just,
Shoes.
Okay. So
so it's only A or B or C and D? It's true or false, right? Or A and D? It can only be two.
Okay, where's your?
I wonder if it wasn't true false, can you have it so if it was true false, if you put up like a C, it would say invalid?
Oh, you
have
put
to
that in
change
the
it.
demo class.
Or
Okay.
it's just wrong.
Library. So we're gonna
$1 million
add the queue.
Okay.
add on to this
I gotta
app.
add each question to the queue? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't shoot, no,
No, that's
my
okay.
fault.
But you check the box. So together, you and I would either have the most useless quiz.
I can't,
or the
my
perfect quiz.
quiz is not givable, although I do have the answer. John's quiz is
I was
givable,
class,
so.
I was trying to get an answer key for my test.
Because the best way to make these things work is to try them, right?
Yeah.
You gotta do it, and you'd rather do it, like I experimented on my class, and, you know, they were patient with me, but, you know, I messed up a bunch of things as well. So then we're
Okay.
gonna click on,
Live
live
view.
view
You
here,
guys ready?
and,
Yes.
you've gotta click on, are you seeing them in your queue? Yeah, so in there, go in, your questions should be, there you go.
So,
Right,
ready?
so
Ready? So
it's not in there yet, but I think as soon as you click on that, it's gonna show up on my, did you click on the first one?
No, I
So
went
click on a question, and it should start, there you
There you
go.
go. So, climate is an agent of socialization. True, false. So let's try the true, false thing. Okay, so, scan.
Yeah. It's got distance to it too.
Wayne, little enthusiasm, please.
He was
Toss
raised in
up
a cold
between
climate.
Seeing those little dots with my glasses.
Okay.
on, reading the
So,
board
hit the
is
check
tough.
mark. I got you all.
Okay, so you see how this time it had the check mark, right? It tells you right or wrong.
Okay, now go to reveal answer.
Okay,
So Chris and
Oh, yeah.
Ian got it right. John, Chef, and Wayne. I mean, these are weird because, you notice when you do some questions for a specific class, it's almost contextual?
It'd be a good discussion question.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's the idea, is now you talk, right? Now you see half the class is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is that? That's where you talk about things. This is the formative part of the assessment.
So now I go to the, do I go to
You
check
click
mark?
on you click on the check mark, and then you hit your next question.
Okay. So it's giving me a bunch
Okay,
of information.
go back on the arrow,
Yeah.
and then hit your next question.
Either the caffeine or the
Okay. Schools is an agent of socialization.
D.
D?
You guys know what it
Yeah,
is.
That's a good question.
I just wanted to see if it would turn a different color. like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but then it recorded it.
It says,
Yeah.
But it didn't mark it
it
wrong.
says.
Well, no, we're not.
You're right.
It didn't mark it wrong. That's
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, that was a big thing to do, yeah.
Good job, Chef.
He knows his kids.
Oh, so
Nice.
what it did is it said, hey, you screwed
Now
up.
here, yeah, so next time we do true and false, Chef,
Yeah,
give the wrong answer, and then we'll see if it allows you to
correct.
correct the wrong. It allows you to correct a correct a non-answer. Will it let
I-
you correct?
I'm pretty sure it won't do that, but I could be wrong. I haven't tried it.
So that's
So
what I did on the first
click
one.
on your check mark,
Okay,
then your
me
back
too.
arrow.
Yep, so, ready? History is considered one of the 5 aspects of culture.
Oh.
You recognize you as B, Chris, I didn't change it. Okay, so
No, I
Chef,
was trying to get the wrong, so you
yeah,
can
so
see if you change it.
you and Chef got the wrong answer.
So let me see,
So
go.
let's see if I
go-
can see if it'll change
try
it.
it, but I don't think so.
Yes, it did.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we'll allow,
Formative assessment at its best,
yeah, so allow you
right?
to run all sorts of new stuff, okay?
Well, then it's, yeah, because if you're doing a multiple choice, technically you'd be like, hey guys, you wanna get that other shot?
But see, that's why we probably should be hiding the answers, right? You don't want people to be changing their answers, so you don't want
No,
that
on
messing
true and
up.
false,
And right,
yes.
we haven't even gone full screen, right?
Yeah.
We can go to full screen.
Okay.
We can hide that panel, right? So they don't see that at all.
Okay.
And then you can show it afterwards,
Yeah.
right?
After the
So you know, a physical environment is considered one of the 5 aspects of culture. Physical environment. Okay,
So now only you would know if everyone's answered,
Right.
right? So you could show the panel, show everyone's answered.
and then I can reveal the answer.
Well, if you want or you can just tell us the answer, right?
So the
Say,
answer-
so that people aren't going, oh, I got that wrong in front of everybody,
All
right?
right, so I was gonna say, well, the answer
What
is
is it,
true.
why?
Physical
Yeah.
environment is considered one of those. So
Yeah.
the answer is true. Okay, got a couple more here. I got a
What
couple-
language do they speak in England?
British.
Okay,
Oh my gosh, he's speaking my language.
which of the following is not an example of material culture? Bible, Dreamcatcher, spoken language, and falafel.
Madonna.
I would say, what the hell is the line?
Oh, I can't tell. You pick falafel.
Yes. Now, can you show, Chris, you can show there what, show panel. You know what?
Didn't click the answer box,
It's
so.
not the answer box.
Nice, but I did pick falafel.
The answer is C. Spoken language.
Oh, not. You put not in capital letters.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's
That's a good one to do that.
I'm just getting some.
Last question?
Oh.
We're done.
Because we still need to get our things back to our room to make the meeting at 3 o'clock.
Yes.
So guys, hey, before we go though, I want to just kind of tidy things up. I just want to thank you guys for helping me out this afternoon. What I wanted to do though, guys, is I'm going to send you a link, not today, but I'm going to send you a link to my Google form. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to leave me a little message there about feedback about today, what you guys liked, what you didn't like, and maybe one aspect of this that you're going to try to incorporate in your classroom. But I'll send you that in an email with a link to the Google form, so that, because one of my PGAP goals is to help you guys integrate some things, like learn about it and pass that on to other people so they can try these things out and find out what works for them. So if you're wanting to set up a Plickers or a Kahoot and you're not sure still how to do it, I'm happy to spend, a lunch hour with you or whatever and get that set up and, get it into your classes. I think it is worthwhile to give them a try. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Excellent.